Good morning, everybody. Jayy here with another War of the Visions video, and welcome to episode 1 of my new player guide for year 3 in War of the Visions. What you see on the screen here is an alternate account that I just made, but I'm not going to be playing it as if it was my alt account. I'm going to play this as if it was a new player's main account, which means I'm going to maybe have a little bit of a spending level, something like a dolphin spending. I've done $1 a day in the past. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. My point is I'm going to treat this account seriously. I'm going to play it on the side, but I'm going to play it as if it was my main account. I'm going to try to get it to the end game in PvE, in PvP as efficiently as I can, using the advice I would give any other new player. And I'm going to kind of chronicle those journeys as I go and release a set of new player guides based on that experience. This is episode 1. This is like your first logging into the game. What should you do? What are you looking at? What should you kind of summon for? Buy in the shops? What's the first content you should start clearing? That's the point of this video, especially focused on banners and the shop, because that is where a lot of people get held up early. Let's go. The first thing I want to talk about, right when you join the game, you should make sure that you get a friend and get their friend invite code. Find somebody who already plays this game, they have to be rank 80, and get them to click this button and tell you what their friend invite code is. Then there will be a button right here that you can click. You will put in their code, and then as the invitee, you will immediately get 10,000 Visior. 10,000 Visior is a lot. That is a huge, that is like $80 worth of Visior if you were buying. Now, not really, because there's paid, whatever. It's a ton of Viz that you get just for being invited to play the game. Make sure you take advantage of that. Then as you play, you can see after 30 days, you get another 10,000. Participating in guild activities gives you even more Viz. So it's very, very worth doing. And the person who invites you receives Visior rewards themselves. Worth it all the way around. My Discord server, there's a link in the description here, is a great place to find these codes. Join that, ask questions. That will make your experience better. In fact, that's a good new player tip. Join Discords. The community for this game is awesome. Start building out your friends list. Now, I already have 2 friends, but I literally just made this account, and that friend invite was the first thing I did. Then make sure you do the tutorial missions. I've just done them. There's going to be, I think, 14 or 15. It's between 12 or 15. I don't remember the number, but that will give you a bunch of Visior and a bunch of summon tickets that you can use in the new player summons and with UR guarantees on them. That is everything I've done. It took me about 20 to 25 minutes. It might take you a little bit longer if you're brand new, but that put me at a nice 19,900 Visior just walking into the game, doing that, and then collecting the presents out of my presents box. We're off to a great start already. If you've done that, you're already ahead of the game. Now, you got some summon tickets, you got your account set up. What are you going to do next? Let's talk about the banners, because there are some beginner banners right here, and you're going to want to pull them in a certain order for very important reasons. Let me tell you what those reasons are. First of all, the first banner that I want to look at here is this step up banner right here. This one time only, new players, first 7 days only, guild battle recommended, level 99, whatever. Okay, the point of this banner is this. Every time you pull on this banner, there's 3 steps. You are guaranteed 1 of these UR units on each step at level 99. You do not get to select them. You will get 1, 2, and then 3. And then after the 3rd pull, you get 400 select mind spheres to use on one of these 9 units. So whichever one was your favorite, you get enough mind spheres, which are the rare leveling materials, to take one of those level 99 units up to 120 once you're ready. That's a big deal. You might not quite understand how big of a deal that is as a brand new player, but 400 mind spheres, that's going to bottleneck a lot of your units right at level 99. You remove that bottleneck for whichever one of these units that you pick here, and this is an important thing to do, in my opinion, before you do this pull here. This pull is a select UR guaranteed free 10 time summon. Let's say, like me, you want to build your account around like a winged stern. And so you come in here and you're like, let's go. I'm going to pick myself winged stern, and then I'm off to the races. And then when you're doing your other pulls, like say maybe this one, you accidentally pull winged stern right here. uh-oh, that feels bad. You wasted your select pull on a unit that you then pulled again. In War of the Visions, this is not a game where you want to necessarily be pulling duplicates of units. Your goal in pulling is get your first copy, and then you build the units via other means. I'll have a new player video on that here for like episode 3 or 4. So you don't want to be going for pulling duplicates. That's not your goal with the banner. So with this select banner right here, hey, do your other newbie pulls first, see what you luck into, and that way you don't accidentally pull a duplicate. With this new player's first 7 days only banner, you're going to be getting these 10 pull tickets. This is where you use those. Hey, just spam this thing as much as you can. There's no UR guarantees or anything in here until you fill up this pity bar, but you're just going to get a lot of units, vision cards, espers right here. It's going to just help fill out your account a little bit, just give you a lot of stuff that you can think about using. And then after you do that, you kind of think of the direction you want to take your account in after you do your pulls. Episode 2 of this series is going to be me doing these pulls and then talking about the direction I'm thinking about taking my account based on the things that I got and what I have access to. Now, if you play during an event, right now it is the Final Fantasy V collaboration, so I have a nice banner right here where I get Bart's guaranteed for free on a 10 pull. For this account, I think I probably will build Bart's up and use him, so I'm obviously going to do this pull. Hey, it's a free pull, everybody should do it, but you don't necessarily have to build the unit that they give you, especially if it's going to cost you a bunch of your Visior. Your Visior is oftentimes best spent pulling, in my opinion, or building units that are important to the progress of your account. We'll talk a lot more about progress of your account later. Just know, again, you're not pulling for duplicates. I mentioned that third or fourth time because you'll see right here, here is a banner for Bart's that costs Visior to pull on. I would never want to pull on this banner unless the game gave me free tickets to do so, because as I've mentioned and as I'm emphasizing right now, you are not pulling for duplicates in this game. It's not that kind of gacha game. You want the first copy and then you will find other ways to build them more than likely. Now, other collaboration units like Lena right here, or collaboration vision cards and espers, here's a vision card. These are things you can choose to pull for if that's the direction you want to take your account. A big tip I would have for new players though, especially on day 1, you have more than enough power to progress the story very far just by walking into the game. You are given several level 99 characters, including a UR level 99 character on that like pull you have to do during the tutorial. So don't worry about rushing any pulls. Most collaboration or special event banners in War of the Visions last for like a month. You can see this one still has 31 days on it. So no rush right here, although you do want to try to finish collaboration things during their collab. So don't wait till the last day, but on day 1, go ahead and experience the game a little bit, get a feel for what units you like, and then decide if the collab is something you want to build around. Okay, I'll talk more. I talk a lot about the banners and things on patch review day videos. So if you join during a different collab or a different event and you want to know about the banners, just watch my video on those banners specifically, but that's a little TLDR on that. That's it for the newbie banners. You're going to have a banner down here that's a limited normal summon banner. You're going to want to do this once a day, every day, because it will complete one of your daily missions. You don't really get a ton in here. You get some like shards and materials. This banner is really for completing that newbie mission. And every once in a while, you'll luck into a shard that you can use for something else. There's a video summon banner here that if you fill this bar, you'll watch ads basically as you fill this bar up. You will get 500 Visior at the end. So it's worth doing. I know a lot of people who do this every day all the time. There you go. And you see you get rare materials in here. So it is a pretty good deal. Now, I want to talk about the shop as well. So that's kind of my like entry into the banner systems. The shop. I get questions about the shop from new players all the time. Like what's worth buying, what's not worth buying, what's a good deal. Let me walk you through it a little bit. First of all, this shop tab right here, this is the generic shop. I barely ever buy anything from this shop. You can buy Mont shards to build him up faster if you want to, but you're given, I think, everything you need to build Mont Leonis up through bingo boards, which we'll talk about here in a moment. So really this, you know, don't worry about this one too much, especially as a brand new player. The special shop, this is where you spend money. That's why it's special, because it makes the development team cash money. And there are some new player packs in here, so let's talk about those. The starter Visior pack, $6.99. This is one of the best deals you will ever have in the game. In fact, there are several of the starter paid Visior packs or things you can buy with the paid Visior that you will probably never see that good of a deal again outside of like 1, 2, 3, like main, you know, anniversary days, right? Like when they run a big 4th year anniversary, you might see some of these kind of good deals again. What I'm saying is for $7, this is very worth it. And $24.50 paid Viz will springboard your account so far. So this says it's like 80% off. That's about right. Great deal. These starter special item packs, I also think these are worth it. So basically at this point you spent $7. What I'm saying is for $7, if you buy this, you're going ham. If you want to spend some more money, let me give you the down low. This is very worth it. These King Burst Pots and King Armor Pots in particular are pretty hard to get, and 250 of them. This is one that will level up a limit break for a unit all the way. This is one that will level up the skill on a Trust Master reward, which you get. It's a piece of gear you get from leveling a unit to level 99. Very, very valuable. I buy these on my main account whenever I can because I'm always out of these pots, especially the burst pot, and then all the rest of the materials in here are also very good, including another almost 500 paid Visior that you can use for special paid Visior things. Now after that, like this starter select UR unit pack, let me give you a down low on this one. If there is a unit that is on this ticket, because not every unit is on this ticket, there's a ton of units, especially 100 cost units left off of this ticket. But if there's a unit on here that you really, really want, and you did not get them in all of your newbie summons, like let's say you play in this game and you're like, you know what, Sakura is my girl, and if I don't have her, I'm not going to have fun. Well, for what is this, $24, which again, we're getting more expensive now. For $24, you can go get yourself Sakura and get yourself enough shards to take her to level 99. So this is a select UR unit summon ticket and enough shards to take that unit to level 99, as well as some rainbow spheres. It's a pretty good deal. Like if you want one of those units, not only do you get all that, you also get almost 1,500 paid Visior. There is a select UR vision card pack. Now, this one I actually put even more value on because as a new player, espers and vision cards can be one of the things stopping you from powering up, especially espers. Espers are a huge chunk of stats for your character. Having good espers is game changing. So if you decide that you're going to spend $24 and this is one of the packs you want, yes, you do get a select vision card ticket, and yes, you get enough vision card shards to max that thing out. But I suggest going for the 2-for-1 here and picking one of these top 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, like essentially the first 30 on here are vision cards that also come with an esper. This is how you collect espers in the game. Like if you pull Carbuncle's vision card, you also get the Carbuncle esper. So by picking Carbuncle, if that's what you decided to pick, you would get the vision card that you could level all the way up. You would also get the esper that you could start working on to power up one of your characters. So I really put a lot of value on this pack. As someone who is playing this, like I said, I'm going to play this account seriously. This pack is something that several days into the game, if I'm running out of like newbie summons and I don't really see a way of getting an esper that I really want, this is an option for me. I'm not going to buy it straight away because once again, a big piece of advice I will give, these starter packs are in here forever. They don't go away. The summons go away after like 7 days. These shops we're going to look at here in a minute go away after 14. These special pack deals are here forever. So you can come pick this up whenever you think you want to. Now, after that, I think they get worse after that. So this one's also $24. What this does is it gives you the ability to level up an esper all the way. The problem is all of this stuff is farmable except for the Magicite and the paid Viz. These are just hard quests to complete. You can get this esper leveling material in the game. It's just kind of difficult. In fact, it's one of the first checkpoints of your account is, can you actually clear the esper fights to level espers up all the way? If you just want to take a shortcut, here's a $24 shortcut. That one seems like less of a good deal to me. This Unit Awakening pack, there's no way I'm buying that one for 24 bucks. Job Crystal's no good, Metal Slayer's no good. Those are the newbie packs. Now, this shop does update. Again, this updating special shop is something I will cover in every Wednesday's patch review video. So just tune into those if you want to see. There's a whole controversy about them this week, so I'm pretty sure it's bugged this week. But like I said, we are going through a time in global right now. It is what it is. Like, for example, I bought this special starter pack on my main account because I needed those burst pots. Okay, let's continue. You have this 2 weeks only beginner shop. Let me give you the quick rundown of how shops work. Anything that costs gil is pretty much fine to buy. Gil is farmable. You get 1.4 billion just for starting the game. So like these tickets, these chocobo tickets, all great to buy. In fact, you scroll down here at the end. Look, we've got some beginners only job enhancing pack, beginners only job enhancing pack. Everything that costs gil in this shop is, oh, and the free thing that you can get every day. Notice these tickets, you can buy these every day for the first 2 weeks of your game. So come in here every day, buy all that stuff, and then I'm going to buy all 5 of these job enhancing packs. This will help me level up some units. It only cost me 105,000 gil, and now I have a lot of good stuff. Now let's talk about the rest of this. Here you are guaranteed 10 times summon ticket A's, 500 viz, super worth it. A normal pull on a banner, which does not guarantee you a UR unit, is 2,000 Visior. So here you are getting a 10 pull for 1/4 the cost at only 500 viz, and that 10 pull is guaranteed to have a UR unit in it, or UR anything guaranteed in it. So a UR, it could be a vision card Esper, could be a vision card, could be a unit. What I'm saying is buy all 3 of these. Okay, beginners only, select unit shard times 50. This is also 500 viz. And you might be like, well, hold on. This will get me a unit and it's the same price as this. All this gets me is shards. Oh, hold your horses. Look, this is amazing. Buy every single one of these. You want to buy, like, look, you can buy this. It's going to cost you 5,000 viz, which feels steep because that's 2.5 multi-pulls, but it's so worth it. Buy these things even if you're just holding on to them for a little bit, because there are 100 cost units in here. Wing of Destiny Stern is a 100 cost unit. He's a very hard unit to get and build. Same with like Flag Bearer Glassy. Even if you pull this guy and you get him to level 99 through like some select shard thing, you can, after you have a unit level 99, if you get more of their shards, those shards turn into Mind Spheres. Mind Spheres are the rare material that you need to get them to level 120, and then one of the rare materials you need to get them to level 140. So buy every one of these, but again, don't rush it. You have 2 weeks to get these, so don't commit them to a unit until you know that's a unit that you want to build, that you're going to play. What I'm saying is these are a must buy for new players. Now, speaking of a must buy for new players, look, if you make any sort of purchase and get paid Visior, this is the most insane value in the game. You can get 10 select UR unit shards times 100 tickets for 60 paid viz. That means for 600 paid, you get 1,000 select unit shards. This is no doubt, no joke, one of the greatest deals in the 3-year history of this game. This is very worth having. 600 paid viz is a super low amount. Basically, if you've bought any of the packs that we just mentioned about talking, like the $7 pack, you got way more than 600 paid. This is crazy. And then once again, in here are these like 100 cost units that are very hard to build. You know, Ruinstern, King Mont, there's tons of great units in here. These are worth getting and holding on to until you need them or whatever. Okay, let's continue. Beginners only Rainbow Pack Plus. Rainbow Vision Spheres and Rainbow Fragments of Thought will be bottlenecks for you, and especially Rainbow Vision Spheres will be bottlenecks throughout the game. If you find yourself short on these and you want to throw 500 viz at one of these packs, I don't think it's a bad idea. I can't tell you exactly how many I'll be buying on this account, but I do think this isn't terrible. These Unit Awakening Pack Pluses. At this point, with these Unit Awakening Pack Pluses, I'm going to suggest skipping every one of these elemental ones. If you do find yourself needing some elemental materials to continue leveling a unit, let me recommend this EX Job Enhancing Pack. This one comes with Blossoms of Paradise, one of the rare materials you need to take a unit to level 120, Broadstone, another one of those materials for URs and one for MRs, and select Fragment of Thought and Awakening Prism tickets times 600. So you're getting more of the rare material that you were buying in the Elemental pack for 500 Viz, and you get these. So what I'm saying is this EX Job Enhancing Pack significantly better than the Elemental based ones, because in these Elemental based ones, like these souls, farmable. All of these Awakening Souls are farmable. This is what you're buying, the Fragment of Thought and the Awakening Prism. These are much harder to get, so you can get more of them for the same price, plus Blossoms of Paradise and Broadstones right here. That's the pack. That's the pack that I think is good. The Job Enhancing Pack 5, don't like this one very much. Essentially everything in here is farmable. This one, same deal. Everything is farmable. And then this one, I know it's only 50 Viz and you might be tempted to throw 250 at this thing. Look, I mean, that's just a lazy play. All this stuff, again, farmable. You're going to do a lot of farming in this game. Background farming is a thing. Take advantage of it. That's that shop. Okay, now this shop right here is MR Weapons. You might be thinking, but UR is the best weapon. Why would I pay 500 Viz for an MR weapon? In this game, yes, URs are technically more rare, but you will be using MR weapons and gear and accessories for the whole game. So if there is a piece of gear in here that you really like say you have a two-handed sword user, but you lack a good two-handed sword for them, and you currently cannot farm one, this is a +5 golden blade with the materials you need to level it. It will be a nice boost for a character, and 500 Viz for +5. It's a little lazy. It's a bit of a shortcut, but it is free Visior, and Visior, especially as a new player, is farmable. Just remember, you are going to eventually hit the end of the story. You are going to clear all the content, and Visior will dry up. You have hundreds of thousands of Viz to go get, probably. So go get it, but this is a decent shortcut. I get why they put this in the game, and if you find yourself buying one or two of these, I don't think you wasted your money. Just remember, all of this stuff is farmable somewhere else. You probably just aren't able to farm it yet, but you will be able to soon. Okay, don't buy any of these. This is it's only 100 Viz, and it might seem like a good little shortcut, but it's only a +3, and I use 0 SR pieces of gear on my main account. Then we get to the regular shops in the game. Here's the kind of the TLDR on the regular shops. When there is a special event shop, I buy everything in here because they're super cheap. Like here's a rainbow training pack with all those like rainbow mats for 5 paid. Yes, you do have to have a little bit of paid Viz to go get them, and so that can be, you know, a little bit of an issue, but anything you buy will give you enough paid Viz to come in here and clean this out. At worst, buy these 15 large energy pots for 5 gil. Like I'm gonna buy that right now because energy pots will help you continue to play the game. Okay, in the collaboration shops, once again, I will do like full reviews of these shops in those videos. Just know, come in here and every day for gil, you can get shards, which we call these free shards, or some people call them gil shards. Look, normally 40 shards cost 2,000 paid, or 2,000 Visior. This is why you don't summon for more shards in the game, because like if it worst comes to worst and you have to just start spending Visior for shards, here for Barts you can get 40, which is 1 duplicate pull's worth of shards for a pull. It's essentially a guaranteed 40 shards, but 10 a day for only 10 million gil. Look at all the gil you start with. Gil is a farmable thing, especially on the weekends. Make sure you're getting your gil shards every single day. Then there will be other like regular shops. For example, last week, the version upgrade shop would have had a free thing in here as well. So make sure you're buying your free things in the shops every day. That will also help you complete one of your daily missions. Okay, this video is getting a little bit long. There was a quick intro to the banners and to the shops. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it on the first day. After you're done with that, after you're ready to go start playing the game, go start feeling out the characters. If there's a character you pulled that you think you're really gonna like, hit the story. You have so much more power than you need to start clearing this story. There's a lot of story out there. There is a ton of Visior tied to clearing the stories. You get Visior for every mission you clear, and every time you clear a scene or a chapter, there are missions that give you a lot more Viz. So you will just see the Viz start flowing in. This is also how you will start unlocking more things to do in the game. We'll have a lot more on that later. This was episode 1 of the new player guide. Episode 2 is going to be me doing my new player polls and talking about the direction I want to take my account based on what I have access to. So that'll be a really interesting video as well. Make sure to check that one out. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.